Floss Tube. Welcome to my channel, Stitching is Elementary. My name is Cara Lee, and I don't know what Floss Tube number this is, so you can just look below. It's been a while. I don't even know how long, but I know it's been quite a while since I've made a video. So I want to say it's in the 50s somewhere, but I don't remember which exactly. So I hope everybody's well. Happy New Year. Today is January 1st, 2024. And I hope you all had a great holiday season. Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, or whatever it is that you celebrate. So yeah, everything was good here. We had COVID over Christmas again. This is 2 years in a row, so we kind of had to wait to get together. So anyway, it's just the way it is now. So yeah, all's good. I go back to school on Wednesday. Tomorrow, my youngest daughter, has a bunion surgery she has to have done, so I have to take her and take care of her for that tomorrow. And then I go back to school Wednesday. So anyway, all right. So I've been thinking a lot about this since it took me so long to get back. Oh, and I forgot to actually bring up my planner, but I have a whole new planner system, which I'll show in my update video. This is more of a sampler WIP parade video to start off the year. My goal for this year is to finish samplers. I have so many started and I have none on my wall, and I really want them on my wall. So that's my goal. So anyway, I decided I'm going to try doing on the first of every month an update video. So this isn't really an update video, but I have a few things to show you, some finishes and stuff, but mostly it's a book parade. But I'm going to try to do that, and if I can get in sooner than that, fine, but I don't know what it is. It's just hard for me to get filming a video. So let's get started. So I have a ton of samplers, and I actually ironed them all to show you. So hopefully they're in here in this very precarious pile right here beneath my chair. I tried to put them on the stool so you wouldn't have to see me lean down, but they were gonna fall. So I have them like leaning against my chair right here. So I have a couple of finishes. I finished a ton I swear my last video was October. Between now and, or from then to now, but a lot of them are put away. I don't even know. It was going to be too much to figure that out. And I figured, do you really want to see like Halloween and Christmas stuff and Thanksgiving now? Probably not. So I'll just show those next year as we get to those holidays. But I do have a couple finishes that were just sitting here waiting for me to fully finish them. And then another one that was just on my wall right outside the door. So I decided to pull that. I don't think I've shown this fully finished. This is the Stitching with the Housewives. Home is where the wreath is. And this is just the wreath that comes with the original pattern. You get the 4 letters and the wreath. And I finally finished it. My family name is Gray. If you watch me, you know that. And so I did it all in grays. And I'm really happy with it. And actually, I made this for my family room, but with all the Christmas decor up, I really didn't have anywhere to put it. So I went to the top of the stairs here and put up, and it looks really cute there. So I might leave it there. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, so now I got to work on the little insert pieces that you replace right there. So, or change out. And this is just that piece from Hobby Lobby. It's what they finished it on. From their wood pile section, and I just painted this white and this gray, obviously. So anyway, yay! And they are magnets, so if I wanted to switch them around, I could. Like, you could have them go this way too, so you could just switch them like so. There you go. Okay. All right, so that's my own, well, kind of my only full finish. The other one is almost fully finished. So I did fully finish my Feast of Friendship, and this is just stuck in the frame. But I got this frame on Etsy, and I'm trying to remember the name of the store now. I think it was something in wire. I can put it down below, or if you want to ask me in the comments, you can. But it was a really nice store at Etsy. They have a lot of vintagey looking frames, and they actually cut it like extra deep, which surprised me. Normally I just get rid of the glass. Like, I didn't know it was coming with glass, but normally I wouldn't use it. But it actually fits with the glass, and I have room to put, you know, a backing board on. There's like still a little room there, so that's my back right now. I still need to lace it. But yeah, it came after Thanksgiving, so I wasn't in a hurry. If it had come before, I would have finished lacing it and got it on the wall, but it didn't. But I'm really happy with it. It fits in there perfect. So that is finally done. And then I am in love with these Stitching with the Housewives monthly weigh-in. I actually didn't join this club originally because the month to month I was like, okay, it's okay, but I didn't like love it. This I love. So I bought the first few and then I'm like, well, I'm just going to join the club. So I got Christmas done. I'm working on January now, which is Snowmen. And this is on 28 count Monaco, which I really like stitching on. I actually like how stiff it is. It's just very sturdy. And it's the tea-dyed Monaco you buy, but I then dunked it again and made it a little darker because I just wanted it darker. And then, hold on. This took me like days to figure out how to paint. I thought it would be easier, but I was struggling with painting this. And she has videos when you buy it, how to paint it. This is from Paisley and Polka Dots. So, and I'm pretty good at painting normally things, like not decorative painting, but like just painting on the wall. And this is just solid. I don't know. I was struggling to get it even and everything, but it came out good in the end. So this will go, I'll finish it and I'll go right there in the middle. And then I'll just change them out for the seasons. So that is a finish. And then I also got this. This also I totally messed up on. I don't know if she has assembly directions anywhere, but I could not find any and they didn't come with it that I saw. So I emailed her, but I haven't heard back, I don't think yet from her, if there's assembly directions anywhere, because this handle is supposed to apparently go on the other side. Like she shows you a picture, but apparently I need specific directions because I struggle with it. But it's this little cup and she had shown it with this on it. So this is Shannon Christine Noel mug. Once again, I finished this like right before Christmas, so I was too exhausted at that point to put it on, but I'll finish it and it'll go right in the middle here. And then there's like little things that, here, let me show you. Sorry, I didn't grab those. Little things that come with it. Okay, so this shows like the way it was supposed to go, and these come with it. And they show it for Christmas. Okay, here it is finished. Really cute. But since I didn't finish till right before Christmas, I thought, well, I want to have it up all year. So I did make these, obviously Christmassy because they're Christmas things. But then the little rolling pin, I made blue like my kitchen. And I'm just going to put in other greenery for the rest of the year and change out the mug pictures on the front. And then I can keep it up all year. Because it's a lot of work. Like I don't want to have it just for Christmas. So anyway, I was happy with that finally. I don't actually, from where I'm putting it in my kitchen, having the handle on this side is actually better than this side. But I did totally mess up in full transparency. But it ended up looking fine. I really like it. So yeah, so that was another little finish. And then I had started this last year and pulled it out, and just all I had to finish was that border. So that's done. And this is going to be either an ornament for my tree in the dining room, or it's going to be a like little freestanding one, or a little pillow. I don't know. It's cute. And then my daughter, did I bring it up with me? No. Trying to think of the name of the people now. I can't think of it. There's this whole book of cross-stitch people and animals, and then blanking totally on the name, and I didn't bring it up with me. But it's a big, thick book, and you can make like cross-stitch families and all their pets and all that kind of stuff and put their name on it. It's really cute. I can picture the book. I just can't remember the name. Anyway, so she asked me a long time ago to make all her pets. And I just didn't, it's just not totally my thing. And I was like, oh, I don't know how to do it and whatever. So it took me a long time to finally do it. Well, I ended up doing a few days before Christmas, and it only took me like less than an hour to do each one. So I should have done it before. It really was not bad at all. But so I did 3 of her 3 dogs. So this is her. She has an old golden retriever, or a Labrador retriever. Not Gabby. Yeah, Gabby. So that's Gabby. And then this is Ellie. It's a boxer mix. And then this is her. So these two dogs were her husband's dogs when they got married. You know, he had already had them. But this dog, Milo, has been her dog since he was a puppy. And he's a Great Dane Shepherd mix. And he's getting up there. He's like 11 years old, I think. I might be wrong, Greta, but I think he's around 11. Which for a Great Dane mix, those are big dogs. They don't always live that long. So he's doing really great. Anyway, so here he is. So I took a little more time on him to try to get him just right. All his coloring. And when we brought him home from the pound when he was little, he had like a little heart-shaped nose. It was so cute. So I tried really hard to make the nose into like a little heart shape. So I think those came out really cute. So I need to frame them. I couldn't find any frames around. They had a couple Michaels, but they didn't have 3 that were alike, and I didn't really love them. So on Amazon, I found these. So I'm going to frame them and put them in there. Yeah, so that was another finish. So that's all my finishes for today. Okay, so let's get started. All right, so I do not know all the fabrics that are here. I would have had to sit there and go through my cross stitch planner from Fat Quarter Shop and find them and figure it all out. So if you're curious about any of the fabrics, just ask in the comments or message me on Instagram and I will look it up and let you know. I am going to rewrite all my samplers into this book I got off of Amazon. It's called Sampler Stitching Notebook by Artist Designs. And I thought it'd be nice to have a place just to put my samplers. So I always know where all the information is. So this is what it looks like. So I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to sit down maybe tonight while I watch football and put them all in there. So if you have any questions, let me know. If I know the fabric, I'll tell you, but I know I'm not going to remember all of them. Okay. All right. And these are in no particular order. They're in the order that they were in the bin that I had. I sat this afternoon and I like reorganized all my WIPs. And I have, in my family room, I have bookcases on either side of the TV, and it did have a lot of books, but after my husband built this library for me, now all my books are up here. So those bookcases were getting kind of empty. So I put a bunch of pictures on them, but on the very top shelves, I got these like plaid gray bins from Amazon, and there's 4, so there's 4 of them. So I put my seasonal WIPs in those. So it's like winter, spring, summer, fall, seasonal WIPs and some kitted stuff in there. So I'm really excited about that because it's very organized. And now on my cross stitch bookcase, I have a lot more room. So that was good. So I had ordered more of these bags. And what I decided to do was if I'm not working on something, it goes in one of these bags. And then if I pull it to work on, I'm going to put it in a project bag because I'll pull it to work on for like a month or at least a couple weeks. And then I'll switch it back in here when I put it in because these just fit better into my bins with all my WIPs. When I try to put the regular project bags, you know, some are these, some are those, and it just gets all squishy and they just don't fit as well. So these are really slippery, so they all slide in really nice together. So I went and put all my WIPs in these bags, and I tried to make all the samplers black, but I ran out of black. But I kind of, the seasonal WIPs, I kind of put like all red and green for the Christmas WIPs, all like purple and pink and yellow for the spring WIPs, that kind of thing. Like royal blue for the summer, it's kind of patriotic. Anyway, so that took me a while, but it's much more organized now, and I know everything I have. Okay, so anyway, this one is Rose Ada Featherstone, 1894, by Hands Across the Sea. And it actually has a blessing sampler they'd given you on the back too, which you'll see later. I started a blessing sampler, but I could have done that one. Kind of forgot that was there. Yeah, so this is on, I don't remember. Let's see. This was a kitted. This was an exclusive for Hobby House, but I don't remember. But here's my progress. Well, I'll hold it back here. So I got the whole border done, and then I just have this little bit up here. You'll see a lot of these do not have a lot done. I've been very bad about sticking to my samplers, so I'm going to really try hard this year, but I love the colors in this one. It's so pretty. It's all Week Side Works. Really pretty, rich colors. next one is, so the reason I laugh is because this is just a little one, but it is called a sampler. It's the ABC song sampler. And actually a sweet friend on Instagram, I had seen her finish this and like, oh, that's so cute. You know, what pattern is it? And she's like, I'll send it to you. So she sent it to me. It is Jean Farish Needleworks. And it just says, you know, the ABCs. Now I've learned my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? Stitch 4 and you put the name. So this is all I've done though. I was going to make it a long time ago for my classroom. This was years ago. And this is as far as I am. So I need to get that finished. And I may actually put it in here since I co-teach now and I don't have as much room and it's not technically just my classroom. So I don't know if she wants to see needlework in there. So anyway, I'll probably put it in here. But yeah, and I'm just doing that with DMC. I just picked some DMC pretty colors that were going to go with my classroom at that time. Oh, you know what? It'd be cool actually now if I'm going to put it in here to do more vintage colors. I might have to redo that since I'm not very far. Okay, and then this one was a present from my husband 2 or 3 Christmases ago. And I had never started it because it is a little intimidating. But I finally started it, I don't know, maybe a month ago. This is The Child's Petition by Cross Stitch Antiques. You know me, I love those big, crazy, rosy floral borders. Oh, they're so pretty. So, and it came all kitted up with the fabric and the Versois. Oh no, MPIs. Nope, it's MPIs. So here, look at that. Oh my gosh, that was so exciting to get for Christmas. Those are all the MPIs. And the fabric has a label on it, so I know what it is. It's 36 count vintage sandstone by Lakeside. And it is a beautiful fabric. And there's my teeny weeny start. And actually, it's the bottom left corners where I started. I think, or no, maybe I started on the top. No, I guess it is the top left, which is normally where I start, but the colors are really pretty. I love how they look. That's a really gorgeous linen. I don't have much Lakeside. I have a couple pieces. So really pretty. It is an intimidating, it's huge. The sampler, it is, oh, well, I guess it's not that huge. 205 by 245. It's just the chart. It's nice and big, but I mean, it's like really, it's blown up, huge. So it made me think that the sampler is going to be that big, but it's not. Okay, I feel awkward. I haven't done one of these in so long. I have to get used to this again. Okay, oh, now this one, you're all going to be like, oh my gosh, Carolee. So, I started cross-stitching probably now maybe 4 years ago. Maybe 3 years ago. I'm not sure, 3 or 4. And I wasn't able to do like 36 or above for a while. So I had wanted to start sampler Anniversaries of the Heart by Blackbird Designs. So I did, but I did it on 28 count, so it is huge. So first, here's all the colors I chose, and I kind of chose my own colors. Oh, it's a mess. I have not worked on this or looked at this one in ages till I pulled it out today. I just, after I started stitching on the higher counts, I just kind of was like, I don't know if I love it. But once I pressed it and ironed it and everything, I'm like, oh, it is really pretty. But I don't know if I'm going to get back to it or not. But here's what I've done. The first 2 are completely done, and then I'm working on the 3rd. I mean, it's going to be huge. Like, here's the piece of fabric. I mean, it's not going to be this big, but it's going to be close. But I don't know. I should get back to it. I mean, it's really pretty. It just doesn't totally thrill me right now. I probably just need to start working on it and try to get back to it. I could just do one long row. That's the other thing. So I'm like, where am I going to frame and put something this big? I do have places that I could put like a long row of houses. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, there it is. On this one, I hardly had anything on. I need to work it to this one. It is Oh Joy Stay by Blackbird also. It's really cute. Have all the called for floss. And I'm doing it on Vintage Country Mocha, I believe. 36 count. And let's see what way this goes. Yeah, that's it. So I started in the top right on this one. And I just have a teeny start. It's pretty colors though, and I like how it looks on this Vintage Country Mocha. So I will get back to that because I do really like it. And I like this fabric. I was watching Carol's Saltbox right before I came to do this, and I need to just watch her like every couple days because she totally motivates me for stitching on my samplers. Okay, oh, this one I totally forgot about. I started ages ago, and I just love it, and now I really want to work on it. It is Hands Across the Sea. Tomfoolery. It's this crazy sampler. I don't see a lot of people doing. I just think it's so cute. And it would look cool in this room here. And I'm using the DMC. Gorgeous colors. Look at all those colors. So pretty. Oh my gosh, they're just so pretty. And I have a good start on it. So this is just on a plain cream linen. I think it's 32 count. I'm not totally sure, but here is my start. Got a good start on the border. And then starting one of those big, I think they're carnations, flowers up there. But yeah, so we need to get back to that one. I think my plan is I'm going to pick a sampler for a month, and I would love to finish one a month. Haha, I think that's going to happen. But I'm going to really try to make them a priority, not my seasonal stitching this year. And I'm still going to stitch seasonally, but what I've been trying to do is 2 hours a day on a particular sampler and see how far. I really don't know if that'll get me even close to a finish by the end of the month. I have no idea. So we're going to try 2 hours a day because then I still have time. Unless it's a crazy day, I have time to stitch on other stuff a little bit. So that's my plan. So we'll see how it goes. But I would love this, you know, even one every 2 months. That'd be great. Okay, this one I started as a stitch along a long time ago. And I think at the time I wasn't loving the color of the fabric, but I still don't love it totally. But as the threads are getting on it, it's looking better. And you figure on your sampler, well, you don't want like all the same linen colors, right? So you should just not worry about it. But this is Eliza Martha Linfoot, 1834 by Hands Across the Sea. And I think I'm using the DMCs. Ooh, you can tell when they're this matted how it's been a long time since I've been in there. And here is my progress. I started in the top left, yeah. Yeah, in the camera, I really like the color of the linen. It just looks more like chocolate milky when I look at here. It's got a real pinky hue to it. Pink chocolate kind of hue to it, but it looks pretty there. So yeah, I mean, I got a lot done on that border. I mean, not a lot, but, and I hope, oh, did I make it match up? No, I didn't. So hopefully the border matches up. Let's see how far I got around right there. But yeah, and I was using this in my scroll frame, so I added fabric to it because it wasn't fitting. I cut this too short. Sorry. I got a new pixel watch for Christmas, which I love, but I'm getting text messages. There must be a way to turn that down, but I don't know yet what it is. Okay, that's one. Okay, this one I hardly have anything started on. This is for, I want to say Brenda or Laura's birthday or something. I can't even remember now. but it's Elizabeth Isles, $17.99. I do think it's really cool. I love that big bird in the middle and those little cherubs. It's just kind of funky. So I got the Vicki Clayton silks for it, which you'll see I have quite a bit of. I love Vicki Clayton. So here are all the colors. And here is my teeny weeny start, just part of the border. And this is on 36 count, but I don't know what it is. It's really pretty. I'm thinking maybe Marble Bunny, but I'm not sure. But like I said, if you want to know, I can look it up. Most of these I'm sure I wrote down. There might be a few I didn't. I think it'd be nice to have little tags, like those little ring tags, so I know what's in there without opening it. I'm thinking I might do that. Uh-oh. Oh, there's a second. All right, this one, I started with Christy from Crosshatch Quilts. Her and her friend were doing this like a few Christmases ago. And I was like, oh, I have that. I'll start it too. And you know me, I'm weird with red. So I'm not a red lover. There's certain shades of red I like better than others. But I'm more of a blue person. But there's still, like, a lot of these have red in it, and I love it. Just something in this one is bothering me. So it's Mary Snow. And if you've watched me, I've talked about this before. Oh, see, I look at all that red, and I'm like, ugh, I don't like it. So I'm thinking about changing the red to a blue. So I know I'm crazy. So here's what I have done so far. So I would have to pick out all those flowers. But, you know, if I like it better, it's okay. And I love swans. So I really want to love this one. So I'm going to use all the same flosses. I was using the Vicki Clayton conversion, but instead of the red, let me see if I can find the one, I pulled like a deeper blue, and now I can't remember which one it was. No, that's it. I'm not sure. Maybe I don't have it in here, but I was going to change anyway. The red to like a deeper shade of this blue, like a deep shade, like almost a teal, like my library is in here. Is what I'm thinking. So I'm going to rip out one or two of the flowers and try it and see what I think. And if I love it, then I'll keep going. I could also make them a pinkier color, and then I would like that. I think this is like a real Christmas red, and I think that's part of what I don't love with the blue and white. So that's an option too. I could just go with pinky or red or pink even. I love pink. It's so funny, you know, I teach school, and the boys are always like, no pink. And every now and then one of them will love pink, and the other boys are like, no, you can't like pink. I'm like, do you like red? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, pink is just light red. And they look at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, it is. Anyway. Okay, now. Oh, this one I lost for the longest time. And I was so upset because I really want to finish it. So this will probably be the one I do next month to finish. I already have one for this month. But it is, I love this one. Ellen Barber, $18.95. And it like had gotten stuck in somewhere. And I'm doing the Vicki Clayton silks. Not sure of all the mess here. These Floss away bags work really nice for these, the Vicki Clayton silks, because you can just put your little bit of extras in here. I mean, or the bare swab, but looks nice. I really like that. Okay, and here is my progress. This fabric, I'm not sure what it is actually. Nope, I thought I knew, but I don't. So that I could definitely get done in a month. That's not that much to do. So I'll probably do that next month. We'll see. But yeah, I think it's cute. I really like that. It'll be a cute little framed one. All right, and this one, it's also Hands Across the Sea, but I think it's just one that Nicola made or like designed herself. I don't think it's a reproduction. Yeah, it's called Tickle Pink, a primer. Yeah, I don't think it's a reproduction, but it's got pink. So I had started it in October, you know, for breast cancer awareness, but I never got very far. I keep looking in the bag for the piece because normally that's where they are, but I ironed everything and I laid it all out in like a pile, stacking up with the bag on top of it, and I keep being like, where's the linen? Okay, it's really hard to see, so I'm gonna get close. That pink, it's a really light pink, but in person I can see it a lot better. And this is a Lakeside linen. I can't remember the name though. I want to say it's like Vintage Pecan or something. Let me see if I have it in here. No, I don't. These are the flosses. It's a Verswan. It's just a few colors. That first row that's hard to see is this light pink color. It is $29.13. So yeah. Oops, go down. Yeah, because from this far you can't even see it, can you? The only thing is I wish these bags were just a teeny bit, like a half an inch deeper. Sometimes it's hard to fit everything in. Okay. Oh, this one I love. I don't love the floss though, but I love it. It's Annie Bayless, 1887. And it was done in red, but I'm doing it in blue and white. So here's my progress. I love the color. I just don't, this is Gloriana. I feel like it's stretchy. So I just don't totally love that. And there's a lot of over one in this one. So this is the first time I had done over one on 36 count, and I was really proud of myself because I did it, but it took a while to figure out what I was supposed to be doing. Excuse my hair, I need to get it colored. And I didn't put my little powder stuff on. Yeah, so that one needs to be done too. And there's not that much more, but there is a lot of over one. And then all this down here. So, and this floss I'm using is Holiday Blue. So it's Gloriana Holiday Blue. And that'll go on my blue and white wall, which I will talk about more later because I have more that I'm going to start stitching for that. Okay. Oh, this is a big girl, this one in a big bag. So this one I blame Kim, the Contented Stitcher, or Contented Needleworker. Kim now, I guess is what her channel's called. I saw her start this and I had the same fabric and I was like, oh, I need to do that. So it's Louisa Barney, 1892. And she has this whole like bottom part done, and I think she's gone up the sides. So that's really motivating. I need to get busy. But I just have, once again, the top left. Yeah. There's a lot of confetti stitching in this. A lot. So it takes a while. And this is on a Lakeside. It's 36 count. Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. I can't remember, but I know I have it written down. It's the same thing that Kim did it on. So yeah, it's beautiful though. I love it. I think it's so pretty. And I am doing all the DMC. So here's all of that. Such prettiness. So hopefully I'll get back to that. I don't know. This is one that I'm like, will I ever finish it? I know where I want it to go. Right over here on my wall here. It'd be beautiful because the colors go perfect in here. But so that should motivate me. If I know where I want it, if I can picture it on my wall, I know where I want it to be, it does help me get motivated to do it. But this is just so big. Okay. Oh, and then this one is my favorite. My favorite. I think this is, it may be the first sampler I started. which is crazy because it's intense. I love the French samplers, so I love Reflets des Soirs. They're probably one of my favorites. This is Heloise Cornu, 1896. And those pink flowers just drew me in. They're so pretty. Oh, I love it. And I'm doing it with the Versoise, because there's not that many. There's such pretty colors. Look at that. Just take a moment to look at each of those. So there's 3 pinks that go in the flowers. And then there's purples. A couple purples. One blue. And there's a couple greens, a lighter and a darker. And then the yellow and brown. So yeah, super pretty. I'm probably gonna have to turn up the sound on this video because I feel like I'm talking really quiet. I'm tired. And when I'm tired, I tend to talk quieter. My husband's always like, I can't hear you. I'm like, I don't want to talk louder. This is a Stitch Folk bag I got long ago. It's the only one I didn't switch out because I have this one hanging on a hook right by where I stitch. I don't have it in my WIP container. Okay, now Greta, if you're watching, my daughter Greta, go away for a few minutes. So I started a wedding sampler. She got married about 1.5 years ago now. And I was going to finish it within the first year. Of course, I did not. So I'm still working on it, but I am going to finish it by this year, even if I have to stop everything else and keep stitching it. So I'm going to show Greta. So this is on 40 count, just white sub-wide art. And it's with a DMC, I'll tell you in a minute, that matched her bridesmaid dresses. So I took a bunch of blue DMCs and I held them up to the dress to match. So, and it is, what pattern is it, you're asking? It is from an Etsy shop. It's called Sampler Lovely Birds by Mood Point on Etsy. And this is what it'll look like. And I'm just adding in their initials on it and the year. But my daughter loves birds. The theme of her wedding was birds. It was an aviary theme, but it was done really classy. It was really cool. And I'm using DMC 932. So here's one more time, and that's the DMC. Yeah, so I definitely need to get back to that one. I've been trying to put in like a strand of thread every day, or I don't know what you call them. So there's six strands on a skein. Like this is a skein of floss, right? Or is this whole thing a skein and these are strands? I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm trying to do one of these a day, but I don't always. Okay, now this is the one that this is like my January sampler that I want to finish this month if I can, or at least get a lot done. It's not my blessing sampler, but I'm just going to work on this one for the whole month. The blessing sampler, let me get that one real quick. Okay, so yesterday was 12 by 12 for New Year's Eve, and I was going to just work on all my WIPs, but then I was like, I have all these samplers, I have a lot kitted up, so I just went and grabbed 6 of them kitted up, and at 6 o'clock, well actually, by the time I got it done, it was 7 o'clock, I starting them, and then I got busy with something else, and I didn't finish starting them, so I still have some to start, but I started like 3, I think, that just have teeny starts on them. But anyway, this one I started, I don't know, a week ago. And this is when I was watching Nicole Parkman on Hands Across the Sea, and she showed this, and I was like, you know what? I want samplers done this year. So I'm just buying it. So I bought it. I pulled the DMC. I started it that day, and it's Mary Chokes, and there's no year, because apparently it's what they call a vanity sampler. She ripped the year out for whatever reason they do that, but I thought it was really pretty, and I just wanted to start it and get some done. So like I said, I'm using all the DMC, And this is the one I'm working on 2 hours a day, and we'll see where I am at the end of the month. I don't know if that will get me anywhere near a finish or not, but this is what I have so far. And the last day or so, I haven't been doing the 2 hours because we've gotten really busy. But there we go. But I'm happy with the progress I'm getting. So it may not get me finished, but it'll get it close to a finish. So that's that one. And then for like a blessing sampler, they call it, or I just want to finish this one in January. I just went through and found like the smallest little sampler I had. And I'm going to do a blue and white one for this one. So I actually had seen Lori Holt do this one in, I think red, maybe red and white in one color. And I was like, oh, it never occurred to me, you know, it shows all these colors here that I could just do it in one color. So actually I'm picking a couple blues to do it in, but it is Sarah Platt 1811 by Pineberry Lane. I've just always liked this one. And so I picked some Vicki Claytons that are blues, and I'm still not totally sure what I'm going to do, but if you look at it, there are like lighter shades and darker shades. So I picked a light, a dark, and a medium blue, and I thought I could do that. Let me take these out so I can show them to you. So I'm doing the border in the darker blue, and then I think I'll do wherever it's really dark, like the heart, and like I think that's a purpley color. Wherever you see that dark color, I'm going to do the darker blue, and then I'll do the medium blue where you see like those goldy colors, and then I was thinking the light blue for where it's a lot lighter. But then I also pulled an aqua, because at first I was going to just do the whole thing in aqua, because I thought I have some different colors, different blues on my sampler roll. So first I was just going to do this, which is Vial of Aqua by Vicki Clayton. But then I was like, oh, I don't know. Then I started looking at some of my blues. So here are the 3 blues I picked, which I do really like that. So then I was thinking, well, I could do, instead of the medium blue, I could do that. But I really like that. But then also, then I was thinking, you can't really see in this picture, but the leaves and stuff of the flowers down there are a greenier yellow kind of when you look at what's called for. I think it's endive actually. So I was thinking I could do this as like the leaves of the plant down there. I don't know. This one I'm still not sure about, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to do these 3. We'll see when I get there. But I just started this today because I wanted to start it on New Year's Day and see if I can get it done by the end of the month. So I just have the border, the 10 stitches on the border. Like I'm going to go back and cross them, but I wanted to make sure my counts were right. And this is on 36 count cream and sugar. I think this is like an extra piece from a bigger project. So yeah, so this is the top, and then I'm starting down the side. So I'm going to work on that some more tonight while we watch football. Football's almost over, so tonight Michigan and Alabama are on. Last night I watched Georgia, and I was like, Georgia should have been in the playoffs. I'm sorry. They annihilated Florida State, which shocked me because Florida State was undefeated. But maybe, I don't know. I don't know why, but I feel like they should have been in the playoffs. Okay, ooh, this next one's so pretty. So this was an exclusive I got through like a Facebook group I belong to. I think, I'm trying to remember, Vintage Needleworkers or something like that on Facebook. I can't remember. Does it tell me here? No, it doesn't say it. So I don't know if you can even get this one yet. I still think it's still an exclusive, but you will be able to get it. I'm not totally sure though about that. It doesn't say. But anyway, it's from Whilst Iris Naps Designs, and it's Mary Gibson 1828. I just think that design is so pretty. And it's got a lot of red. I like that. But on the doors, look, they have little wreaths. And I love wreaths. I have wreaths everywhere. I used to make wreaths for an Etsy shop I had. I just love them. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, I have to have that. But I just love the whole thing. It's so pretty. So I came with the linen, which is 36 count linen by Weeks Dye Works, and then Weeks Dye Works floss, which I really like. I wish more of the sampler kits you could choose Weeks Dye Works as a choice for floss instead of the silks, because I think they're really pretty. So here are all the colors. Look at that. And this one too, just the border, which I'm working on right now. Oh my gosh, I think those are gorgeous colors. And like when you look at the picture, you don't really see all those colors, but I mainly see red. But it's going to be so pretty. I love it. So, like I said, I just started yesterday and I only had an hour to work, so I had this teeny bit. I started, yeah, this is the top. So it's that funky little border. That linen is really pretty color fabric. I haven't used this before. I like it. So, hopefully this year I'll get lots of progress on that one. I'll be curious this time next year to see what I got done. You guys have to hold me to it. If you don't see me showing samplers, ask me. Are you stitching on your samplers? I just love decorating for the season, so it's really hard for me to stop doing seasonal stuff, but I just need to make myself. I'm gonna pull them all up here now. There's just a couple more. Don't worry, it's not all these. These are all just planned. Okay. This one I got a long time ago, and I started once and I didn't like the fabric, so I stopped. It's Waltz Iris Snaps again. I don't know why I'm having a hard time saying that. Agnes Lyle, 1832, and I just love this one. It's on Kim's wall, and every time she films, I love looking at it. It's just such a pretty sampler. I really, really like it. I don't know why. Something about it. Super cute. And it's also Weeks Dye Works, which I love. I feel like Christine at Waltz Iris Snaps does a lot with Weeks Dye Works. So here are the flosses. Once again, really rich, pretty colors. I love that. And here is my teeny weeny skirt. Oh my gosh. This is the top up here again. I have more of the border done, but I messed up. If you do this one, be careful. I had to rip out, so I had about 3 times that amount done. But when you look at this little bit here, it's like 3 little stitches going left, right, left, right, left, right. But then when you get down a little bit, 2 of them are next to each other. So instead of being just diagonal, I don't know if it's making sense, but you have to look at it. So you have to look at this border. It is not the same the whole way down. And then I saw that before I started, so that's fine. But then I looked and I swear the rest of them are all 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. There was 1 4 stuck in there, just one. So that's what made me have to rip out. I was like, oh, you're kidding me. So yeah, so I'll have to get back to that. But it's a fun border because it's really quick once you know what's coming. You just have to look at it before you start stitching and not assume, which I didn't do. Okay, now, this is the last one I started last night. This one was from a club kit through Country Sampler, I think. Let me see. Yeah, Bertha May Brown, the Chessie and Me Threads of History Club, Threads of History number 3. And I just loved it when I saw it, and I don't belong to that club, but somebody was wanting to sell it on Instagram, and I was like, oh, I'll take it, because I love those pinks and reds. And up here, it looks like pink and brown, but it's really not. It is this really variegated Weeks Indian Summer, so it's like a pink and a dark red. But yeah, here are just a few colors. And it's not even that much pink in it, honestly. This Cinnamon Toast, this must be the pinky color I'm seeing. So anyway, once again, a teeny weeny skirt. I was a little confused because it tells you to do a long stitch on this top border. But I tried it and I didn't like it, so I'm just doing a regular cross stitch. I'm not really sure I was doing it right, to be honest, so I was like, I'm not going to do that. But now that I'm looking at these, like I just started this really fast last night, I might add in a pink or switch out the pink. I don't know, because I really like how it looks on the cover. But I feel like it looks much more pinky than it does in real life, which often I feel like the cover photo does not look exactly like it does in real life. But yeah, so I'll have to think about that. But I love this fabric. This fabric is 36 count old gold linen by Fiber on a Whim. I've never used that before. I think it's really pretty. So I thought it's a nice Valentine's Day kind of stitch. So actually that would be good for next month, but I don't know. That's going to be the hardest thing. I'm thinking about trying to either, I've seen people where they write them, like Chantel from 141 Design Company wrote them on sticks, and like she would just pick one out to decide what to work on. Because I'm having a hard time each month deciding which one to work on, I think. Or I saw somebody who said they had like a wheel app on their phone that you could put all of them in and then just click the wheel and it picked one, which I don't know what that app is, but I'm sure I could find it. So that might be a good idea too. All right, so that is all my sampler WIPs. I don't even know, did you count? I don't know how many it was. I'll have to count when I clean up. So we're at like 51 minutes. So I'm just gonna quick show some plans that I have. And then we'll move on. I have a lot of, so these are all kitted in different states. So some of them just have the pattern and the floss. Some of them have pattern, floss, and linen. But yeah, but they're all ones that, they're all samplers. Okay. Well, we'll just start with this first one I got. This one isn't kitted at all, but this is Jessica from Sweetwater Stitchers showed this, and I guess the ladies from the attic were going to be stitching this, and it's Reflects de Soie, and I really love it. I'm going to stitch it in blue for my blue sampler wall, but I think it's so pretty. So I think I'm just going to kind of work on that all year. I'm not going to, I might break it up into one. I was talking to Christy from Cross Stitch Quilts the other day, and we were talking about that Lamb That I Love by Teresa Kogut, and I'm hearing this up from a lot of people. I think Jessica was saying this too. I started on something and I just didn't love, I think I didn't love the count originally. I think I had started it on a smaller count, and I'm using the called for floss, which is fine. So then I was getting different counts, or getting different colors of 36 count, because that's what I want to do it on. But I just couldn't decide on anything. And then Christy had shown that she used Confederate Gray, and it looks so nice. So I ordered a piece of that. So I have another one kitted with it right now. I'm gonna kind of look, I think I'm probably gonna go with Confederate Gray, and I'm gonna start that when it comes. But she broke it up into sections, you know, to do like certain amounts each month. And somebody else, or one of these other patterns I had, they had done that as well. I think because it was for a stitch along. And I was thinking you could do that with any of these. So I'm going to try to think about like how much to do each, like break it into 12 blocks and see how much you would do to finish it in a year. I don't know, but I think that's really pretty. It is called, I don't even know, Eleanor, I don't know how to say that last name, 1887, Lingsing. That's not right. Lingshong. I took French in high school, but I don't know. All right, so that's pretty. So that'll be some blue, some shade of blue. And then here are a bunch of kitted or Hands Across the Sea ones that I have the floss for. So this is the class that I took at Hobby House, Alas That Has Gone. And we got that, and then the Avera Soies. And I'm sure we must have got the linen, but I think I've separated it now, and I cannot figure out which linen it was, so I've got to figure that out. So before I put the linen in with it. So here's all the colors, really pretty. This is a Scottish sampler. And she just announced, Nicola did, that she's going to be doing a class that you can buy, but it's going to be like an online class for this one. So if you didn't get to go, apparently she's going to be doing a lot more online type classes. But this one, and some are going to be free. This one's going to be paid. But yeah, so if you like that one, you'll be able to take a class from her on it. Then this one, when I was at the Hobby House retreat, I saw this one finished in Hobby House, and it's just so, I just loved it. You know, seeing them in real life, it's just so different. And it is Sarah Borton 1815. This is an older Hands Across the Sea one. And if I hadn't seen it in real life, I don't think I'd be like, ooh, like there's a light pink in there that's so pretty. So I went and asked Vicki from Vicki Clayton Silks if she could do a conversion. And so she did. Just kind of show the edges. So I need to pick a linen to do that on. And this one is, let's see if I can tell you how big it is. 258 by 304, so it's pretty big. That's really pretty. And then this one, I swear, I have the linen, but I swear I must have gotten the floss for, but maybe I didn't. I don't know, because I cannot find it. This was also an exclusive. I have a problem with the exclusives. I'm trying to stop myself from buying anymore. But for Needle in a Haystack, oh, it says right here, in California, it's this little bird bath one. I love birds. It's really hard to see the picture because the yellows, but I'm thinking in real life it'll probably show up better, but it's all like yellows and blues and greens. And it's on, it came with a piece of Lakeside Linen 36 count vintage maple sugar, which is really pretty. Let me take it out of the bag and show you. So I have to keep looking, make sure I don't have the floss somewhere. But I looked where I normally keep all my, you know, kitted floss, and I cannot find it. But, oh, isn't that gorgeous? I love that modeling. Really pretty. So there's that one. Oh, and then this one. So last sampler, September. Which September is just never good for me with samplers. That's why I'm thinking I'm going to do like a sampler January, because basically I'm done with all my holiday stitching. Like I like to stitch snowman, but you know, there's not a ton of holiday stitching I'm trying to do right now. So, excuse me, I saw somebody stitching this and I just loved it. And so I ordered it right away, and I ordered the Vicki Clayton Silks for it. I'll show you what it is. Eliza Knight by Hands Across the Sea. I don't know. Graphic. I love those trees. It's very symmetrical. And so here are the Vicki Claytons for it. But so I was thinking I'd start it last sampler September, but this took forever to come. So then I just put it aside. So I need to pick a linen for that. I don't know what the model was stitched on. I'll have to look. But anyway, so I have the floss and the pattern. And then this one I had gotten from Kitten Stitcher. And you couldn't just buy the pattern booklet, I think, when I got it, which is what I was going to do. So I just got the DMC to go with it. It's Margaret Doyle. Just so cute. I love the ones with the little kids in it. There's the other one with the little girl in the pink dress and the sheep. So I thought those two would be really cute on a wall together. And here's just all the DMCs. So yeah, so that is all the Hands Across the Sea ones that I have somewhat kitted up. I think a bunch of samplers would be pretty. I have a wall over here, the only wall really without bookshelves on it, and they'd be pretty on there. But I also think going up my stairs, I would love to have it covered in samplers. Okay. All right, and then this one, let's see what I got. All right, I think I have linens in here, but I'm not sure what goes with what. And I can't believe I haven't started this one yet, because I was really gung-ho when I got it. Started the Rose and the Giant Pear, which I've seen lots of you guys stitch. It's so cute, and it's actually not that big. I also got the Vicki Claytons for those. You can see a theme here. And they did it on creme brulee, and I thought I had ordered some, but I wonder if maybe I didn't, because I can't find it anywhere. But I have to look more. So I had pulled possibly Marbled Bunny. I don't know. I think it's probably a little light. So that's a possibility. Or I don't know what this is, but it's gorgeous. And I cannot find a tag for it. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty though. I can't remember what it is. And I'm like, could that be the creme brulee? I don't know, but it's really pretty. So it would look nice on that as well. But so would the next one. I also had gotten, I love this one, Rosa Sugars, when it first came out, 1881. This was done by a 4-year-old. You probably already know that, but I was amazed. Like, look at that. A 4-year-old did that, really? And she had shown it when she was introducing it, Nicola had, and that the back was like all over the place. Like there were threads just pulled everywhere. So that was the part that made her, you know, believe that it was done by a 4-year-old. But I just love the colors. I think it's really pretty. But I was kind of dumb, and I ordered the 103s for this, which I have never used these. And I normally stitch on 36, and I think you need to stitch a higher count to use these. Tell me if I'm wrong. If they'll work on 36 count, that would be great. So I might try it and see what it looks like. But otherwise, I'm probably going to have to go to 40, but I just don't love 40. 40 is just harder for me to see. So I don't know. So I pulled for that vintage. I have a 40 vintage country mocha, which it would look pretty on that. So that's a possibility. So we'll see. Okay. Choices, choices. I'm trying to at least put stuff back in the bags, because after these videos are over, it's just a hot mess. That's how I lost that Home Sweet Home sampler before. It got like tucked under something. So I'm trying not to lose anymore. So I'm trying to at least put them all back in here. Okay, and then the rest of these, let's see, are just kitted. So that might be it. So let's see if there's anything amazing in here that I'm going to show you. I think we'll save these for another time. Well, here, this one is one I was going to start last night. I'll just show you this one, because I do have it all kitted up. But I've had this one kitted up for ages, and I really just need to start it. It's Brenda Gervais Sampler Hill. And I just love the alphabet in the hill. I think that's so cute. So like ages ago, I kitted this up, like years, probably when I first started. So here's all the call for floss. And it's corn silk linen. Oh, this is 32 count. See, because I wasn't going to do 36 back then, but isn't that pretty? I think Michelle from Stitching by the Moon said she was working on this, and it was a fun one to stitch. So I might just start that tonight, since I didn't start it last night. We'll see. Just to get, I mean, I have a nice little start on, right? So anyway, that is all I think I have for tonight. So once again, I hope you all had a fabulous holiday, and I will definitely see you by the 1st of next month, if not before. Talk to you later. Bye.